Welcome to Maths with Paru. This paper is January 2019, Paper 1, Syllabus B, Pearson O-Level. I'm going to continue from question 13. I've done the questions from 1 to 11 in the previous videos. So in this question, they give you a sector AOB, and then they're telling you that OA is equal to OB, that's the radius, that's 3.6. Angle AOB is 85 degrees. Calculate the perimeter of the sector. Now remember, the perimeter consists of the outline. So in this case, it's going to be OB plus this arc length, which we call L, and AO. Now we already know that AO and OB is 3.6 each. To find L, we can use the formula. The arc length is the angle over 360 into 2 pi r. Now here the angle is 85 and the radius is 3.6. So the perimeter is going to be 3.6 plus 3.6 plus L. 3.6 plus 3.6 is 7.2. L is going to be theta, which is, or the angle, 85 over 360 into 2 pi r. So we have 7.2 plus 85 into 2 into pi into 3.6 over 360. When we add them all, we get 12.5 centimeters. So this is just a direct substitution of your knowledge for the formula for the arc length. And of course, you should understand that the perimeter of any shape is the sum of the outline of all the lengths and of that shape. Now, moving on to the next question, question 14. Here you have a triangle, and you have a triangle such that BC and DE are parallel. Now, what they are saying is they want to find out angle X. Now, we have to use our basic knowledge of parallel lines where corresponding angles are equal, and this angle 40 is corresponding to that angle 40. And we have 40 plus 110 plus X are angles in a triangle, which mean that they add to 180. So we use the fact that X plus 40 plus 110 is 180, and it's a direct calculation from your calculator to get X is equal to 30 degrees. Next question, 15. A car travels at an average speed of 96 kilometers an hour for 1.5 hours, and then travels at an average speed of 56 kilometers per hour for 2.5 hours. Calculate the average speed of the car. Now, the way we find the average speed of a journey, it's the total distance over the total time. Now, we know that distance is speed into time. We know that the total time has been given as 1.5 hours plus 2.5 hours, which is 4 hours. So now we're going to proceed to find out the distance at each of the two journeys. Now, distance is speed into time. So the first journey is 96 into 1.5 hours. So we multiply that to get 144 kilometers. The second part of the journey is 56 kilometers into per hour, that's the speed, into the time, 2.5 hours. So 56 into 2.5 is 140. So the total distance is going to be 144 plus 140, which is 284. Now the average speed is this total distance, which is 284, divided by the total time of 4 hours, and our answer is 71 kilometers per hour. Let's move on to the next question. 16. Here it's a bearings question, and they have given you a diagram. The diagram shows the position of a rock R, a boat B, and a lighthouse L. The bearing of L from R is 156. The bearing of L from R. So here we have L from R is 156, and calculate the bearing of R from L. R from L. Okay. So now here we go. Here we have certain distances that they have given us, we know that this whole angle is 156, right? Then we also know that if this is 156, we know that the bearing of R from L, this whole angle is 156 here. Now, if this angle is 156, we have been given that L from R, we have this triangle, okay, where we have to find out the bearing of R from L. And since the bearing of L from R is 156, we know that if we look at these two lines, this is alternative angles. So this angle here is the same as this angle here. So if this is 156, this has to be 156. And since we're asked to find R from L, we actually have to find this entire angle. Now we know that this part is 180. We know that this part is 156 because we know that these two are alternate angles. So the bearing is 180 plus 156, which is 336. So here we have 336 for part A. Now part B, they say given that the bearing of B from R is 72. So that means this is 72. And they say that they've given you two pieces of information that RB is equal to RL. So we know that these two are equal to each other. This is 72. This whole thing is 156. So this should be 156 minus 72, which is 84. Then we've also been given that these two are equal to each other. Therefore, this angle and this angle are equal. And we're going to call them x. So you have 84, x and x. And we know that 84 plus x is 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 84 divided by 2. So we end up with 48. Now the question they're asking is calculate the bearing of L from B. So we know this is 48. Since this is 72, these two add to 180. Therefore, if this is 72, this is 108, and this is 48. So the angle they're asking us, the bearing of L from B, is going to be 360 minus 108 minus 48, which is what we have here. And the answer is 204. So that's it for now. Until my next video, goodbye.